Hi guys, it's Rike here and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Rike and I review a lot of activewear. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. It's already November now. That's crazy, like time has flown by. And today I have a nice and big Buffbunny Collection haul for you. Just a few weeks ago, we got their October launch, which is very Halloween themed as they've done in the previous years. And they had really like a lot of fun pieces. So obviously there was a few things that I couldn't resist. And yeah, unfortunately, this stuff reached me like basically like the day before Halloween. So I didn't have time to film this and get it out to you for Halloween, which is a little unfortunate. But I'm happy it made it here like this fast, you know? So yeah, I didn't get any like express shipping or anything, and for that it was pretty quick. I will admit that. I placed two separate orders, so I have two packages for you. We'll just unpack them both and then I will go through the tops and then the bottoms. If you're interested in any of my other Buffbunny collection reviews, because I've definitely done quite a few, I'm gonna link the entire playlist up here. And if you're like, oh, that's just way too many videos, you just want one compact video, I have one video where I go through all the Buffbunny collections. Of course, you know, this was like earlier this year, so it doesn't have the ones from this year, but it has all the other ones, and I will link that up here as well, so you can go check that out too. And it's definitely more compact than watching all the single review videos, but it's a long video. But it's worth it, I promise. Anyway, so yeah, I do like Buffbunny Collection a lot. I generally, you know, do shop from them quite often. And usually when they launch something, I'm very excited for it. This year we've gotten a lot of neutrals, but also some fun colors, but like more neutrals. So I wasn't so excited about the neutrals because I love colors. But in this launch, we definitely do have some colors. And even though it's like more of an like October, like kind of like, you know, we're getting into autumn, we still got some fun colors, but also neutrals for the people that want the neutrals and some more like muted tones as well. Yes, so I think we should just get started. I have the two packages here. Quick, interesting thing also, it was basically shipped with their cheaper shipping that they do to Europe now, where you have like the APC logistics people, and then it gets like handed over to your local carrier, which could be whatever. Like I've definitely had different ones. In Denmark now it's Posknit, which is also what I had in Sweden sometimes. But one package got to me without import fees. The other one I had to pay import fees for. So this time I really don't know, you know, what made the difference. Who knows? I think looking at the packages, you know, I really don't know. One of them says the value is $42 US. They definitely, that's not accurate, you know, they definitely charged more. That's what it says on one side, but not on the other side. And interestingly enough, like on this package that I pay import fees for, it's just, yeah, on this side it says value $42, on the other side it, you know, tells them the exact purchase prices, or well, maybe not exact, but like approximate purchase prices. And it's just like, you know, customs declaration and everything. And it says category of item sample, which is also said on the other one, but I didn't have to pay import fees for the other one. Yeah, I don't know. But we have two packages. These two, they look very inconspicuous. Nothing that tells me this is from Buffbunny Collection, other than that I know this is from Buffbunny Collection. And we'll just start ripping them open, I guess. 4 pieces in this one here. And let me check for the sticker, because, you know, there should be a sticker with this. No sticker, once again. Last time I ordered, I also didn't get a sticker. And you know what? The funny thing is, it still says there is a sticker in here, according to the, what it shipped to you. It definitely says sticker on there. You know, I'm like, where's my sticker? Where is it? But anyway, maybe the second package will have a sticker. Oh, I also forgot to mention the actual name of this collection. This collection was called Deadlift. Because Halloween themed, you know. And also it's an exercise, so. But yeah, let's get into package 2. Okay, we got stickers. 2 stickers. So see, I got 2 stickers still. Perfect. Also, only 1 thank you card. Usually you get one in every package too. But I'm not complaining. I wanted the sticker, and here we got 2. Looks very, like, not super colorful or anything, but you can kind of see there's like a dumbbell, the Buffbunny logo, and then we have like a little arm kind of sticking out of the amount of soil, earth, whatever. But yeah, so this is the Deadlift collection sticker. And I can add this to my collection now. I am missing the one from the recent one. Yeah. Anyway, we do have quite a few pieces, 7 in total if I'm not mistaken. And I think of these 7, we only have 2 tops. Yes, I believe so. But it's exciting stuff, it's fun colors. And I usually start with the tops. In Buffbunny Collection, I usually do wear a size small up top. And for bottoms, I'm in between a size small and medium. So depending on the fabric, I will go with whatever, you know. And I will just pick the first sports bra. Shall we do that? All right, pick this one because this one was the one I could just, you know, grab now, and I saw it was a sports bra. So this is the Empire sports bra in the color Siren. This was a little bit of a controversial piece. Some people hated it, some people liked it a lot. I couldn't decide, honestly, but it's Nuber fabric, and I love the Nuber fabric. And I liked the color. So this is one of the more muted tones that we have. And let me show you. So it's kind of like a muted green Siren, you know, like the depth of the ocean kind of. You can see it here, and like you have this kind of like Empire style like situation here. Yeah, Nuber fabric is super soft and double brushed and stretchy and body hugging. 74% nylon, 26% spandex. And it's a nice fabric. I really like it. This sports bra, as I said, does have this kind of like neckline, weird kind of folded thing as well that you apparently can adjust a little, but it also has a V neckline underneath. So some people said they would prefer just like the V neckline. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about this when I have it on. We also do have removable cup pads in here, but you honestly also do have like multiple layers of fabric to protect you from, you know, showing any nippage or something. So if you don't like cup pads, I feel like this one has you covered anyway. And yeah, it's just basically you have the sports bra layer, and then there's like, you know, so 2 layers, right? Layer and an inside layer, and then you have like a few folded over layers here as well. So definitely quite a lot of coverage. And interestingly enough, so this the inside, this is the whole foldy part. It is not open at the bottom, but it is open at the top. So like this is a little bit open, like it's like you have boob pockets. You could literally like put something in there and store it there if you needed to. Like it's basically like a pocket. That's kind of fun. I feel like, or if your hands are getting cold, right, you just have your mittens with you. I don't know. It's fun. It's interesting. Definitely not what it's intended for, obviously, but still. And then also we do have like a slightly curved, like upwards curved line here, or like kind of cut, right? Interesting. I don't think I noticed this as much on the pictures online with a slight upwards curve. Then we also have thin straps. The straps are actually adjustable. So you have the little plastic stuff here so you can adjust it, and they do crisscross in the back. We also do have our Tone and Tone Buffbunny logo here, and you have a little seam here at the bottom and also a little elastic as well. So it's a bottom seam, a bottom elastic. The seam and the elastic go all the way around. So there's that. And then yeah, you can kind of see on the inside, we also do have a little seam in between the cup pads, or where the cup pads go. That's also good to keep them a little bit separated. And yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how I like it. I definitely like the color, which is, you know, why I got this one. I don't think they had another sports bra in this color. And yeah, I think it's like a nice, yeah, muted color, like not too much in your face, but also nice for the time of year. And yeah, let's see it on. All right, the Empire Sports Bra. What are we thinking? Yay or nay? I have worn this for a day as well. I think it's comfortable enough. Yeah, now, you know, I'm showing it off to you because yeah, in between unpacking and now filming the try-ons, I have worn this for some yoga pictures. And it's also always nice to kind of get like a little bit of an impression, of course, right? So yeah, it is somewhat covering, but also somewhat not. Definitely get like a little bit of like a lift here and some cleavage. Would be getting a little bit more if this patch of fabric wouldn't be covering up the little V. And yeah, I kind of would prefer it if it didn't, you know. And I've also tried to like adjust it to kind of like bring it down a little bit. I've seen some people do that, so you can play around with this a little bit, but it usually comes sliding back up again. So I would assume like, or I would say this is how it's gonna look most of the time. And then you could just, yeah, maybe get this going. But it's kind of cute. I don't hate it. Like, definitely don't. It's all super nice and soft. I kind of wish the straps had a little bit less stretch because yes, they are adjustable. So in the bag, you can easily adjust the length of the straps, and I've already done that. But I feel like because they're so stretchy, it's kind of really, really hard to, you know, find the right length for you. And honestly, like once you have it adjusted, I feel like I would get a good lift. Not sure how about people with bigger chests, because I feel like, you know, it might still be, you might need a little bit more. And support-wise, it's definitely just a light support, so nothing too wild, nothing too intense. We also do have the slight curve up here, which I feel like is not very noticeable, just a tad, so you can kind of feel like a little bit, or you can see it a little bit. And then the seam here at the bottom is also not really the end of the world. Side coverage is you know, not really too good there. And yeah, the thinner straps, of course, I didn't find them too uncomfortable, but of course always a little bit more comfy with thicker straps. And yeah, you saw the bag already, very, very simple, just straps are crisscrossing, and then we just have like a little thinner band with a Tone & Tone logo here. So yeah, that is the Empire Sports Bra. I kind of find it like interesting that they opted for such a simple bag. And then the front is like, I mean, the front is something very, very different, of course. And it's kind of supposed to like mimic like a mummy, like how it's wrapped up and stuff. And I can kind of see it. I think also because if you wear a tighter shirt on top, it might be a little bit difficult to conceal that easily just because you have all these layers up top. But yeah, fabric feels nice and soft. It's just a light support. You know, we could get a little bit more V, maybe, would be great. And the straps could be a little bit less stretchy, I don't know. Maybe I just need to tighten them a lot more to get that lift that I want. But yeah, it's not terrible. Definitely not my favorite Buffbunny Collection sports bra, but it's, I mean, I'm definitely going to be wearing this more, you know. And the color is also really, really pretty. It's, yeah, just like kind of a grayish green. And I think, you know, it's a good color for this time of the year. Yeah, let's move on. Next up, we have another sports bra. This one is very exciting. And this is the Spicy Sports Bra. So this one came in 3 colors. It is a shiny, shimmery situation. And I was kind of torn between 2 colors. There was this one, which is the red hot patent. And then there was also the cherry black cherry patent, which sold out like super fast. I could have grabbed it, but I wanted the bright red. The red hot patent. And I was just like kind of excited for it when I saw it on people. And the black cherry was kind of like a very dark purple, which sometimes I find doesn't work so well with my skin tone. Like it makes me look even paler than I am. But I saw some like other pale people in this red hot patent, and I was like, I kind of, you know, it has something. So the Spicy Sports Bra is like, they've originally had this like a long, long time ago and never brought it back. And this is like an adjusted version. The original version didn't have a ton of coverage. It was a very, very, very boobalicious. This one still is, you know, you still have like this, you know, nice little ladder here in the middle, which the original one also had, but like it definitely has a little bit more coverage, just judging by the pictures that I've seen online from the other one. But yes, we still have like a very similar style to the Empire Sports Bra in terms of the straps. And I've noticed that with a lot of sports bras in this particular launch, that the backs looked all the same kind of. So like the main difference was in the front design. And I can show you that immediately now. So we do have the thin straps, right? They're also adjustable, which is great, but they also just crisscross in the back. Like there's literally like, it's the same thing. And then we also do have this band here, right? And you have an elastic under the chest, a seam here as well. So very, very similar in terms of like the straps and that particular part, you know, like the under bust seam, basically elastic. But yeah, otherwise, of course, the front looks very, very different. I guess you still have somewhat like of a V neckline, right? You also do have removable cup pads. This is a performance material. And yeah, I just like how shiny it is. Like, look at it. So fun. And it is made from, let me see if I can see that somewhere. Here we go. 73% polyester and 27% spandex, which I believe is their Elysium fabric, which is like their performance material that they've used in like since like forever, and they haven't used it in the past year at all, I think. So this is kind of surprising to see it. Yeah, we have our little deep cleavage there, but also I feel like there's plenty of space for the boobs here in the area with the removable cup pads. And overall, like I said, very simple in the back, fun in the front, tone and tone logo here, which is of course the logo isn't shiny, but it's tone and tone silicone, and that's perfectly fine. And yeah, I was really excited for this, and I think this bright red was like really, really fun. Like I said, the black cherry also looked really nice and had like this nice purple hue to it, but I was being, you know, I was thinking to myself, do I need both? No, I don't. So I got this here. And the black cherry, I mean, I have the mood ring holographic, which is somewhat similar, but has like a little bit more blue to it as well. If I can find it, I can, you know, put them up here next to each other, and we can have the black cherry here and the mood ring holographic there. But let's just take my word for it. One of them is just more purple, the other one is blue and purple. Yeah, but this is super fun, red hot patent, whatever. Right, that was how it was called. Red Hot Patent, yes. And just very shimmery, has all these like, kind of like, I mean, more of a liquid style in a way. Not like all these tiny sparkly dots, but yeah, like a kind of like a liquid fabric type of style, shininess, shimmeriness to it. It's still very, very soft on the outside. Let's see it on. All right, fun. Let's talk about the Spicy Sports Bra or Spicy V2 Sports Bra or whatever they called it in this red hot patent. I think I'm definitely very, very happy that I picked the bright red. I think it's like, you know, it just pops and it's, I don't know, I just like it. So it is shiny. Obviously the shininess is maybe like a little bit more obvious on like darker colors, but you hopefully can see it when I'm shimmying around a little bit. Yes, we do have a V kind of here, and then of course it's a very deep V, but you have these little straps kind of covering you and making sure, you know, that nothing really escapes. We have a thin elastic under the chest here as well, and it's definitely more of a short line sports bra. So Buffbunny Collection used to do a lot of like long line sports bras, but I feel like over the past year we've definitely seen a lot of like short line options and not so many of the normal long line options. Like I don't remember when we've seen like a full on like many color like of the Revolution sports bra, for example. Like they throw those in with like one color every here and there, and then I don't get it because I don't really like that particular color or something. But like we used to get like certain sports bras in all the colors off the launch, and those were always long line sports bras, and I feel like they've kind of taken a step back from that. But yeah, we have the Spicy sports bra here, thin straps, removable cup pads, which I really, really appreciate. And this is a performance material, and it is shiny, but it definitely feels really, really soft still. And I just noticed that one cup pad is still a little kind of folded over. I don't know. I think it's fine. So yeah, of course you always have to adjust those. But yeah, short line sports bra option, shiny, bright red. I like it. And then the back is very, very simple again. So just crisscross straps and then a thinner like part here. We have the tone silicone logo here on the side. There you go. And yeah, side boob cover is actually not so bad with this one. And I kind of like it. Like, I don't feel like I'm super exposed, but like, of course, when you look at it, it's like you have this deep V, right? But like, I'm kind of like feeling safe, secure, tucked in. Just need to adjust the boobs a little to, you know, because of course you can kind of like push things a little bit more in the middle. And I feel like it makes the boobs look a decent size, you know. I don't know how this works for like the bigger chested people. I think you'll still be fine because you do have quite a lot of coverage, even though you're showing off things. But yeah, I feel like for me, like it's making the boobs look good. We have a little bit of cleavage. I get a little bit of a push. And support-wise, I would say for me, this is like a light to medium support. So yeah, maybe more medium even. I would say, yeah, let's say it's a medium support. Like, I'm quite happy with this one. I'm like tucked in, which is nice. And yeah, can't really complain. I like everything shiny anyway. But this feels really nice. And the Elysium fabric that we have on here also feels like super soft, even though it's sleek. But yeah, soft, stretchy. And let's move on. All right, I do have one more like long sleeve top, but I think I want to go with the leggings first. Also, obviously, if you're looking for a particular piece and you know, you just want to watch that part, I always do have timestamps in the description box down below, and you can just skip to that part if you don't want to watch the whole thing. Obviously, you know, watching the whole thing is super fun, but if you're really looking for something, I do have timestamps. Anyway, I think we'll go with the leggings first, and then we'll do the last two pieces in the end. And why not continue with our red hot patent? Because of course I got the full set, right? So we do have the Moto pocket leggings in red hot patent. This one again also came in that black cherry, but also in just like a black patent. And this is also a performance legging. I assume also made from the Elysium fabric because, you know, that would make sense. And yes, indeed, it also says it. It probably also had the hang tag on the other one. Probably. So yeah, this will also be 73% polyester and 27% spandex. And now with the performance materials, I usually will go for a size medium. However, I've heard some people say that these don't fit as tight. So I went with a small. Like I said, I'm in between. I do have a smaller waist, but a bigger butt, hip, thigh situation. And I will tell you how this works for me. But yeah, we do have our high waist here with a wide waistband, the kind of more liquid legging style shininess to this here. No front seam, that's what Buffbunny Collection does. I don't think I have seen a front seam with them in a long time. They've done it, obviously. This is how everyone kind of started, right? But like it hasn't happened in a while. We also do have a slight dip here in the waistband in the front. And then in the back, we do have a nice V here for the glutes, a tone silicone logo. And you also do have kind of like this top seam here in the back, but just this little part. So just this part here, you can see the seams on either side. This is here where you do have the top seam. And personally, I don't mind it so much, especially with like these leggings that are kind of sleek and performance-y. It's kind of nice to have a little bit of a top seam to help them stay up a little bit better. So I don't mind at all. And especially for me, usually they slide down most in the back, right? So this is kind of good. Hopefully it'll be very practical as well once we have it, or once I have it on, I guess. And then obviously these are Moto leggings. So we do have these Moto detailing things here, and also a pocket conveniently where the Moto detailing is. So yeah, you have a pocket. It doesn't feel super wide. I will try if I can squeeze my phone in there. But it's kind of a fun detailing. And then we do have some more of that also further down the leg here. So yeah, it's kind of fun. And I really love this color. Like, it's a bright red. It is shiny. It has all the fun detailing. And yeah, it feels very lightweight as well. And definitely like stretchy for sure. Maybe a little bit more stretchy than how I remember the Elysium fabric. So I'm curious. I think the small is gonna be fine. Like, I'm not too worried about that after feeling this. And yeah, I'm kind of excited to try these on. These were kind of like my like, oh, I definitely want to have those. Like, you know, I was like, I need those. I wanted them. I wanted them badly. And interestingly enough, I've never seen this before. On the inside, this is the back. again, top seam here, deep V glute detailing. You can see it from the inside here as well. And then I can just grab into the under the waistband here in the back. Kind of weird that it's not like sewn, but I guess it's because of the detailing they were going for here. On the side, you can see there's no seam. So we have a seam here and we do have a seam here, but like there's none here. So I think this is why, because this is kind of, yeah, the look they were going for. And it's not the end of the world, you know, it's just, I did never notice this before. Anyway, super fun. Moto pocket leggings. Let's see it on. All right, it's time to talk about the Moto leggings here in, again, bright red hot pattern to match the spicy sports bra. I will say the Elysium fabric feels really good this time around. Like, I know I've complained a lot about the Nuber fabric having changed a lot, which, by the way, I don't know if you've heard that, but I think it's supposed to go back to normal next year, which then, you know, brings up the question, like, why wasn't it normal and why did no one ever tell us about this before? But anyway, we haven't seen the Elysium fabric in a while, and this Elysium fabric feels really good. Like, I feel like it feels a little bit softer than the normal Elysium. It has a little bit more stretch, but still gives you a good amount of compression. And I don't know, maybe the feeling is just because we have a different finish on here. It's like a shimmery, shiny thing, but like it's not these tiny micro dots that have like a like sparkle to it, like we did have on Moto and Holographic, for example. But like it's just like overall kind of like more liquid, more of a liquid shine situation. So it's possible that that is what, you know, makes them feel so soft. I don't know. I'm not mad at it. Like they can keep doing that with the Elysium fabric. And yeah, I used to sometimes size up to a medium for Elysium fabric leggings. Sometimes I was stuck with my small. Here, I think the small was a great choice. I'm quite happy with it. I do have a little bit of space, but I'm also definitely compressed enough here. We do not have a top seam in the front, but we do have it here in the back to help, you know, help the leggings stay up here in the back, which I really appreciated because I definitely like that's one of the weak spots for leggings for me. When I squat, I don't want it to roll down or fold it down or like slide down or whatever. And these ones don't do that because we have that little top seam here in the back. So that was well done. And it's not annoying at all. Like it's not really cutting in or anything. So well done. No front seam here, wide waistband with a little V dip here. I feel like the seams look a little interesting from the top. I don't know. I think it's probably fine from a normal point of view. And yeah, then we have those pockets with the Moto detailing here. Try to come a little bit closer. Here you go. So these are pockets. And then we have some more Moto detailing here around the ankle, 7/8 length. And yeah, let's check if the phone fits. And I would say it definitely does. It's gone. Look at that. I didn't expect that because the pockets also felt a little narrow, but nope, it just slides right in and disappears. Wow. Well done. So I really like these leggings. Like I'm kind of, I feel like I should have gotten more colors in this, right? And I think they also marked these as a limited edition legging, but honestly, they should just bring these back. They're great. Like I'm usually not the biggest fan of pockets, but here because we have that Moto detailing and you would have all of this anyway, it's nice that they still give you like a little pocket. And of course, you never have to use the pockets anyway if you don't want to, right? In the back, by the way, we do have V-glue detailing here as per usual with Buffbunny Collection and a tone silicone logo as well. And yeah, they are a high waist, not an ultra high waist, but definitely a high waist here. And yeah, I'm very happy. I love this red color too. Like, because I was a little bit torn between this and the black cherry patent. But I think I'm happy that, I mean, I could have gotten both. Absolutely, I would have been happy with both. But having, you know, chosen one, I'm happy with my choice. That's what I'm trying to say. I also think, you know, with the darker color, sometimes it makes me look a little bit more pale, but I think the bright red really, I don't know, just pops. You know, it works. But yeah, let's move on. All right, leggings number 2. So these are also matching our sports bra in the beginning, the one that I showed you in the beginning, the Empire sports bra. And because of the color, you know, this is a matching set as well. So these are the contour pocket leggings in the color Siren. And we've had the contour leggings recently, and I like the contour leggings a lot. And the contour pocket leggings are the contour leggings, but with pockets. We've seen them first time around, like, was it last year? I believe it must have been last year. And I really, really liked them then. So, and I kind of, like, I'm not the biggest fan of pockets necessarily. Like, I'm like, ugh, I mean, I don't really use them. I feel like with the Moto pocket leggings, we had the Moto detailing anyway, so it makes sense. And yes, I like the contour pockets leggings a lot, but I was like, oh, maybe they could do one without pockets. And then they did this summer, and I liked it. It's just the Nuber fabric felt a little bit different than usual, like very lightweight and a little bit more stretchy than usual, and also more see-through. So this here feels a little bit more solid, because this is also Nuber fabric, as it says here, you know. But yeah, this one feels a little bit more solid than what we got recently, which I'm happy to see. Yeah, the color is the same as from the Empire Sports Bra. Like I said, this kind of like grayish green. And I'm kind of curious to see if the contour pocket leggings fit the same as last year. So I did get these also in a size small. I generally get the Nuber fabric leggings in a size small simply because they are a little bit more stretchy and like nicely body hugging. And I kind of don't want them to slide down. And if I get them in a small, it fits perfectly, you know? Yeah, we don't have a front seam, and we also do not have a top seam, like not at all, not even like in the little bit here in the back. So if you don't like a top seam, then these might be more your kind of thing. We do have fun seam detailing because it's called contour legging, right? So we have like the seams contouring the body a little bit more, and we do have some seams coming in here to snatch in that waist. Nicely high waistband here as well, dips a little bit low there. And then on the sides, obviously, we have the pockets. They also feel kind of narrow. So yeah, I'm curious to see if I can fit my phone in there or not. And then we do have these 2 seams going all the way down the leg. And then one seam cuts across the shin and the other one cuts across the calf. But I've never had any issues with those seams. So like if you feel like, oh my God, are they gonna cut in? I didn't feel it. And then in the back, we do have a nice deep V for the glutes. So some V glute detailing here, tone silicone logo, and again, more seams to snatch in that waist. And I'm really, really excited for these. Like I said, I liked them last year. I like the non-pocket version, and I'm sure I'm gonna like these as well. Let's see them on. All right, contour pocket leggings in the siren color. Honestly, compared to my old contour pocket leggings from last year or 2 years ago, I think it definitely has to have been last year. Let's say last year. The material is definitely still thinner than the original normal Nuber fabric, so I feel like I get a little bit less compression. And I also was wearing this already for my yoga pictures, so I know that I definitely had to pull this up every now and then, especially in the back here. Like it kind of like came dipping a little, like it came down a little bit, it dipped a little bit lower. And it's just because there's not a ton of compression here in the waistband. Like I feel like it's perfectly fine for the thighs, but up here, like I'm kind of missing what the Legacy leggings does for me, where like I'm just like more tugged in. I never have to pull that one up, but here I definitely have to kind of, you know, pull it up a little bit because it just slides down. Yeah, otherwise we don't, you know, have a top seam and no front seam. Wide waistband here as well, and I really, really like those seams. This is a darker color, so it might be hard to see, but like we have those seams kind of cinching in the waist a little bit. And this is just a high waist, high-waisted fit, so I kind of like that ultra high waist that the Legacy legging has. And yes, I do have a long torso, but yeah, it's more just high-waisted, and when it slides down on me, it becomes more like mid to high. But I mean, it's intended as a high rise, right? Lengthwise, we do have a 7/8 length, like most Buffbunny Collection leggings. And then we have those thinner pockets here. So let's check if the phone fits. And we can try to squeeze it in there. I mean, not perfectly, but like, you know, this is also with the case now, obviously. But yeah, you can put something in there. And so the pockets have like a tighter top band here to kind of make sure that they're not gaping when you're moving around, which is actually pretty nice. And then we do have 2 seams going all the way down here, crossing your shin and your calf in the back there too, just to give you a little bit more of a curvy contour detailing there. And then in the back, we do have a V for the glutes, tone silicone logo. And yeah, I just wish it was a little bit higher, especially here in the back. I can feel it sliding down a little bit. I think the contour leggings honestly fit a little bit better for me. The ones without the pockets that we've recently seen in the, what was it, the Juicy collection. Yeah, I think those fit me a little bit better. I don't know what it is about the pockets, but I don't know. Also, I wish the Nuber fabric was back to normal with like a little bit more compression, because I'm sure like then they wouldn't be sliding down on me so much, because I don't really remember that happening from my other ones, the ones from last year. I don't know. Like, I like these, but they're definitely not going to dethrone my favorite legacy leggings. I like the color. They're cozy, comfy enough. Pockets are a little bit small. But yeah, really like the seam detailing. Let's move on. All right, on to our last pair of leggings. These are brand new. I've never tried these before because, they're new. It's also a new fabric that they've come out with now. We've seen quite a few new fabrics over the last year or so. And everyone kind of liked butter, but butter was pilling very easily. And I think this is kind of going to be like an in-between of the Nuber and the butter fabric. So both of them are very soft and very brushed, but the butter was a little bit more lightweight than the Nuber, ergo also a little bit more see-through. And yeah, so we do have the Poshknit Scrunch leggings here. And I got the Estes print. I think that one is sold out, probably. Like some of the other stuff. I mean, this is how it happens with launch-based companies. But they definitely did have this in some other colors still. And interestingly enough, this bag, I didn't even realize this. No, because these bags are different. Like, I was like, this bag looks weird and different. And it has the sticker on here that the other ones have as well. But if you remember, like, this is how the bags usually look like. We have the Buffbunny logo on here, sticker in the back, and then it also says include, inspire, ignite, which it also says on here, but this is a different bag than this. I'm not gonna lie, this bag feels a little bit more luxurious than this bag. This is kind of what I expect from Gymshark. This is kind of what I expect from Buffbunny. And also, just because I see it now, just want to show you. So this is where the red pieces were, and you can kind of see left some red marks. So I would probably be a little bit more careful with those red pieces in the beginning. And yeah, I was thinking I will probably put them separately somewhere so that they don't bleed onto other pieces when I store them somewhere the first time, right? What I mean with that is, like, when I put them in the laundry to launder them for the first time, I will put them in a separate pile, because otherwise, I don't know, maybe there would be some stains. But anyway, back to the Poshknit Scrunch leggings. So it has scrunch in the name, but it's not really a scrunch legging. That's what people have been saying. The Estes print is kind of fun. I'm going to show you that in a second, because I'm still not over this plastic bag, like what's going on. We also have more. I still have 2 more pieces. They're also in a bag like this. And please do let me know if you shop Buffbunny Collection this launch. Did you also get a bag like this? Like, I don't understand what's happening. Are we getting rid of the nice ones? Like, what's going on, right? I'm a little confused. Ooh, but the fabric feels nice. All right. Confused, but happy with the feel of the fabric, is what I can say so far. Also, the hang tag just looks so different. Look at this. So different. Like, what is happening? Oops, just says Buffbunny Collection on there. It's tiny. And then it has the fabric description here as well. It says Poshknit here. It says medium compression, double brushed and plush, sweat wicking and antibacterial. But yeah, it's like very different hang tag too. It's still has like in here, it's still in here with like a safety pin, which is what they usually do, but the safety pin is white, not gold, because usually it's gold. So, but yeah, the hang tag is different, the plastic bag is different. These leggings look freaking, I just want to say, you know, they look tiny. I'm trying not to curse, so like sometimes that throws me off, because I know in my videos I don't curse, but like in real life, I do. But yeah, there's like look at, I don't know if these are gonna fit. Like, how are we gonna manage? Yeah, because I also got these in a size small, because, you know, I figured, I mean, they're very stretchy in this direction, but the waistband is like, I'm not sure if this is gonna fit over my butt. But we'll try. Anyway, it's a very dark print. When I come closer, you can kind of see it, hopefully. So it has just black, and I think this is cold brew, which is a darker brown that they do. And this print is inspired by The Shining. I think in that movie there was a carpet with this print. And I just picked the print because the print is fun. Prints are always fun. This is a little bit more of a subtle print, so you can easily mix and match that with stuff. And even if you don't want to, like, you know, be too obvious, you can still wear a print. And yeah, the fabric feels really, really nice. One thing I will also say, so I've heard about this legging that they're kind of more mid to high rise, which I don't love, but I figured I will still try them because the first piece in the new fabric, or the first pair of leggings. And that's kind of also why I was torn in between small and medium, because I was like, if I get the medium, maybe I can get a little bit more rise, but if I get the small, then they're gonna like just compress me the way I want. So we'll see. Yeah, but they're otherwise very, very simple. We don't have a side seam, no front seam, no top seam. You can see the waist is definitely tapered inwards. We have a white waistband, and like the other leggings, this one has like a slight V here in the front. And then in the back, we also do have a deep V for the glutes, a tone-to-tone silicone logo. So this was kind of like the cold brew. And then we have a proper back seam. But it's not a scrunch legging. And this back seam does kind of have like an elastic here on the inside, which is a little stretchy, but like usually when you have this invisible scrunch, you will have fabric that is scrunched up here, and that we do not have. So we do have the elastic on the inside, but we do not have any scrunched up fabric. Yeah, but yeah, I'm still a little concerned, you know. So let's hope this is one of these occasions where like the stuff just looks very, very tiny and it's still gonna be okay. I mean, in this direction, we do have all the stretch in the world, and like here it's fine. So yeah, let's see them on. All right, Poshknit leggings. So yes, I did get them on. And it's fine now. Like I don't feel like the waist is like too compressive or anything. I think the compression is nice, but I will say that I think it's a little tight around the thigh. So if I had to choose again, I would probably size up for in between. I would probably go for a medium in these, even though I do like the compression in the waist, but like everything else kind of feels like, yes, I can move and everything, but especially because these are also more of a mid-rise, just, you know, I might be able to get a little bit more length out of them if I were to size to the medium. Also lengthwise, shorter than a 7/8 length for sure. So yeah, I feel like there's like they're kind of like half an inch shorter than my other Buffbunny Collection leggings, which is kind of weird because they always go, or they generally go for the same inseam. So there's fabric missing somewhere up here, down around my ankle. And yeah, I don't know. Like, it's kind of a shame because the fabric feels really, really, really nice, like so soft and a little bit thicker. It does have some compression, but like not too much. Like, I can definitely still like move and everything, you know, do like a nice deep squat and that kind of stuff. But yeah, you can kind of see the belly button is just there. So a normal high rise would be here. This is where my natural waist is. And we're definitely below that. And also if I keep moving, you know, like they just kind of come down a little bit more. So yeah, I would say there are a solid mid-rise, but not really a high-rise. Same in the back, obviously, you know, maybe dipping a little bit lower there too. And yeah, it's kind of a shame. I want an ultra high-rise in this with a normal 7/8 length, like a normal 25 or 26 inch inseam. Which one do they do? I don't remember. And then I'm good, you know? That's what I want to see, because the fabric definitely feels amazing. It has a ton of potential. And I mean, this is also why I wanted to try these leggings, because I was like, I wasn't super interested in any of the colors they had, but I was like, I kind of have to try that new fabric because I've heard people raving about it so much. So I was like, okay, I will try. And by the way, the print probably a little bit harder to see just because it's so dark. So we do have the, you know, brown and black here. And it's kind of fun. It's definitely like a little bit more of a muted situation. If you're not too much into prints, you could still maybe like this one. And I also feel like, since, you know, it's printed on like the dark brown on the inside, because that is the darkest color in the print, it doesn't really pull light, of course, because there's no light color in it. So it's not printed on white. And yeah, if you hate prints usually because of the white showing through a lot, this is not going to happen with this one. So there's that. We don't have any side seams. We do have a nice deep V here in the back. No top seam, no front seam. Thank God, because then I couldn't just pull it up as much as I want, right? Then the front seam would get you at some point. But yeah, no matter how much I pull these up, they will still go back to that mid-rise, which is a shame. Like I said, I kind of want them to be a high-rise. Ideally, an ultra high-rise, but I will settle for high-rise. Yeah, let me know if you've tried these, by the way, because I'm curious what you think of the fabric. Like, I will say this particular cut of the leggings is not for me, but the fabric I want to see more of. So let's move on. Okay, and then we have two more pieces left. I'm gonna keep the one that I'm also very, 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 very excited for. And we'll just have that as the last piece. So like another piece I liked, you know, that was kind of fun. And I was surprised it didn't sell out so fast. We're gonna go with that one as our next one. And this one doesn't even have a proper label. This is just, this is very inconsistent packaging. Like, I've never seen this before. But anyway, this is the long sleeve for this collection. So starting last year in October for the 7 Deadly Sins collection, they've brought out some like t-shirts or long sleeve shirts with the collection logo on it sometimes, or like just collection themed for that particular collection. And they did that for this one as well, and I actually thought it looked really fun. I like the print on it. So this is the long sleeve tee with the, I think this is what it was called. Let me check if I can find it. That's not this particular, because there was an order note there, but anyway, like the name will be on the screen. But this is the long sleeve tee for this collection, so maybe it's the Deadlift long sleeve tee, you know? And this one is a unisex sizing. It is 100% cotton, I believe, so it doesn't really have a ton of stretch. And they go from size small to double extra large maybe, or something like that. Or maybe just small to, no, it was definitely more than small to large. Maybe it's small to double extra large. And I figured, you know, it would be fun to have this a little bit more oversized. So I did get this in a size large. My normal top size is small. But yeah, you can go with whatever you want for these types of pieces, right? And it is also quite long. And sometimes I do need a little bit more space for the butt, you know, if it goes over the butt. But yeah, so we have this one here. It definitely looks quite wide. So I think this is definitely oversized enough. But yeah, we have a fun print on here. So we have some like kind of reddish purple on here, a skull, some butterflies, a rose. It says Buffbunny Deadlift Collection on it. And then at the bottom, it features like all the pieces that came out in this collection. So I just kind of thought it would be fun to have that. And yeah, I don't know. It's fun. I wish they had done like a little bit more of a softer fabric, because the 100% cotton can be a little, I don't want to say like uncomfortable, but like a little slightly like scratchy. Not too bad. It's just like 100% cotton. That's it basically. And they've definitely recently done some pump covers, as they call them, that were a little bit softer than this. We also do have a little cuff here. And yeah, as you can see, it's like just, you know, a unisex fit. Definitely going to be oversized. Yeah, but I just wanted to have the fun print. And let's see it on. Okay, the long sleeve. Yeah, size large, like I said, because I wanted it, I don't know, I wanted it to fit like casually over the butt, which it does for sure. Not sure if that's like particularly my style, but if I want to wear it like this, I can, you know. Because the medium, I think, would be a little too tight around the butt here. And obviously, I mean, this is a unisex fit, so it's not supposed to like, you know, be, like it's not adjusted to wider hips, obviously. Yeah, but otherwise it's just definitely quite oversized. I could have for sure done the small, I could have done the medium, I could have done the large, I could also do the extra large. It really just depends on what fit you want for this one. Like the small would have been a bit more true to size, and then, you know, would have had it like up here or something. With the medium, it would have also kind of, I would have worn it like that. And I mean, even though I can now pull this over the butt, I don't think, like I said, I don't think this is my particular style. I'd probably just like still kind of wear it a little bit like this. And yeah, just have it like plenty oversized basically. The sleeves are also quite long. We have those little cuffs here. And then you have this high around neck. And yeah, let's take a moment to look at the logo. So you do have skulls, roses, a little bit of purple in there, some butterflies. Just says Buffbunny Deadlift Collection. And then yeah, says starring leggings, something crossways legging, Moto pocket leggings, Poshknit scrunch leggings, and so, you know, and so on and so on. So it just lists all the pieces that did launch in this launch. And obviously, like I've seen some pictures of people wearing this, pairing this with their black cherry patent Moto leggings. The color fit really nicely with the colors here in this print. I also do have my old Venom Rebel leggings here from like a few years ago. These would also match perfectly. So it's like this kind of burgundy purple color. So, you know, that could be a full-on fit like this. Yeah, it's cute. I like it. It actually doesn't feel as bad as, you know, I mean, I say as bad, but like 100% cotton that isn't always the nicest feeling fabric. But now that I have it on, I'm kind of happy with it. It's still quite lightweight as well, and still feels like a little bit cool to the touch. And yeah, like I said, quite long, oversized for sure. You can do whatever you want with it. I can also just, you know, make a knot and just like kind of something like that, you know, and just have it like this. So there's like tons of options for how you can wear it. And that's nice, yeah. I've seen some people like cut some of these cotton pump covers, as they call them, like, and make a crop chart out of this. Not sure how well this would work with this one because we have all the print going until like kind of where my hip bones are. But yeah, of course, you know, you can make that choice yourself. So yeah, let's move on. All right, last but not least, we have our little dress. So this is the Poshknit Hourglass dress in the color Venom. So this came out in Venom and in black, obviously sold out very fast in the regular length because it also came in a short length. I got the regular length because I'm not the smallest person. I am 5'7" or 170 centimeters. I definitely need some length in my dresses. And one of the main complaints with a lot of active dresses is that they're so short. And like, it's nice that you have the shorts underneath, but I don't want people to see the shorts underneath when I'm just walking around, you know? So I believe with this one, that shouldn't be the case. And yeah, regular length here. I did get it in a size medium just, you know, because there's shorts in it and I have thicker thighs as well. And yeah, so we're going with the bottom size basically. Again, this comes in the different plastic bag. And definitely also has one of the newer hang tags. Like, I'm curious to see if this is what we're going to be seeing more and more in the future because I do prefer those white bags. They just look a little bit more luxurious. And you can tell me whatever you want, but Buffbunny Collection is expensive enough for me to want to have that more luxurious feeling, right? Oh, the fabric feels so good again because it's the Poshknit fabric. So nice. Like, it feels really nice. So I'm really hoping we're going to be seeing more of this Poshknit fabric in the future because, yeah, it feels really good. But please do more high-waisted leggings. Oh my god, look at it. It's so cute. Like, the Venom color is a dark purple. We've seen this one before. I actually just earlier when I was cleaning up a little bit, put my Venom colored Rebel leggings away. So those had like a Venom, like a leopard print on them, also Elysium fabric. And I think that one we got, that must have also been like some years ago, but also for an October thing, for a Halloween launch. So yeah, the Venom color is not new, but the fabric is new. The dress itself is also new. And it's just so cute. I like it. Yeah, I got this in a size medium, as I already mentioned. A regular length, and the sleeves are kind of like, you know, opening up a little bit. So they're trumpet sleeves with a little slit. So I like those sleeves. I liked the neckline on this dress because it is a square neckline. There is like a double, you know, lining situation on the inside here. And I believe there was space for removable cup pads. I think so. Yes, there's space. I thought there was removable cup pads in here, but I guess not. At least I didn't get any. So let me see where the other opening is. But yes, you have openings for removable cup pads on the inside. So it is certainly double lined in the boob area. We also do have some seam detailing there to kind of like, you know, give you this kind of boning look, and like it's kind of like curving or like contouring the body. That's the word I was looking for, kind of contouring it. Then we have more of an, like, people say this is an A-line, I think, but it's like, it's nearly like a skater dress thing. So I feel like it's a little bit wider than an A-line in terms of skirt, which is also nice for me because sometimes with an A-line, the butt is still like taking up too much of the fabric. And then in the back, we do have a little lower back look, design, whatever you want to call it. We also do have this little tone and tone Buffbunny Collection logo. And yeah, some seam detailing. And that's about that. And obviously, the shorts are there as well. And they are here. Oops. Let me show you this side first. So here is the shorts. They feel quite thick, but the seams here at the bottom don't feel harsh at all. Like, I can stretch this out a lot. So I think these are going to be really nice for the thighs. We also do have a pocket here and a pocket on the other side as well if you want to use those. And no front seam on this frontal part here. And of course, this is like fully connected. You do have a little bit of a mesh action here around the tummy area, maybe to like have it a little bit more breathable because it's still like kind of double lined there. And then what I really, 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 really like is that in the back, there's no, like, it's open here. So like, if you want to go to the bathroom, it's much easier with this. So this is, Halara calls this the easy peasy function of their active dresses. So you just pull that down and you're good to go. And I really, really like that. So you do have like a little elastic here at the back of the shorts so that it stays still up here, you know, but it's not going to be too tight, but it still stays there and doesn't just like fall down all the way. But like, it's not connected to the rest of the dress, which is really, really nice. And obviously, I mean, now with the, you know, it being colder, like I feel like this dress is really, really nice still. And I'm kind of hoping that it's not going to be weird to wear like a pair of tights under the shorts. That's what I was thinking, you know, I was like, this dress is so cute. I would love to wear this, like also just out and about on a normal day. But at this point, I definitely have to wear tights with it. And I'm like curious to see if I can, you know, if it's weird or if it feels uncomfortable to wear tights or / pantyhose underneath. So I might try that and see how that works, you know. But it could work in my favor because sometimes with the pantyhose, they slide down on me. So maybe then the shorts are going to help to keep the pantyhose up. I don't know. Also, Denmark is so freaking windy. Like, unbelievably windy. Probably the windiest place, you know, like on a regular basis. Like, it's very windy. And if you wear a dress like this, I mean, at some point, depending on what day you're wearing it at, like, it's just going to flutter everywhere. So it might be really, really nice to have those shorts underneath in general, even if I'm wearing pantyhose or tights under, you know. But yeah, I'm really excited for this dress. The fabric feels great. It looks cute. Let's hope it also looks cute on. Let's see it. We got some flattery, fun sleeves. I like these kind of sleeves. I don't really have anything with these sleeves, you know, these days, but I like them. We also have this little slit on the side. It's really fun. The color is also nice. I never reach for it in my leggings, to be fair, because I have this pair, for example. You know, it's the same color from like a few years ago. But I think in the dress it's going to be really fun, especially, you know, yeah, now for the darker seasons. Yeah, I like the dress. I think there's some small things that could be done a little bit better, but overall I'm really, really happy with this one. My favorite active dress that they've done for sure, just because we have like this nice kind of, you know, like it's definitely accentuating the waist, and I don't really have too much gaping there. That's usually what I have problems with, that there's so much gaping always with the active dresses because I get it in a medium. I also do like the length of it. It's the best active dress in terms of length that I have. The fabric is amazing because we have Poshknit here as well. And yeah, overall, I feel like the skirt could still be a little bit more flowy because I feel like it's still kind of clinging to the lower tummy area a little bit. And this, even though this part of me is a little bit smaller than the medium, and I went for the medium, so that could be definitely a little bit better. It's still longer in the front than it is in the back. Again, that could also be better because for all us, you know, girlies with the big glutes, this is what's going to happen. And if you train, you might be getting big glutes. So I feel like they should kind of take that a little bit into account. But like, it's not the end of the world because it's still a good length in the back. Could it be a tad longer? Yes. But like, I'm just gonna hold on to the wall so, you know, you can see it a little bit better. I'm not going to complain too much. I think it's still a good length. Like when I bend over, you will definitely at some point see the shorts. Yes. And it's also, I mean, I'm 5'7", I'm 170 centimeters. If you're a shorter person, you might not have that issue. This is also, of course, the regular length. There was a shorter length as well. If I'd gone for the shorter length, I don't even want to know, like, would it have been like this maybe? But yeah, this way I feel like I could definitely wear this as a normal dress. And that's great. We only have this double lining here, no removable cup pad, so you can see a little bit of nippage. It's not the end of the world, and I still feel like I'm kind of a little bit supported because we have a little bit of compression here in this area. I wish there was a little bit more compression here in the tummy area, but I don't get that here. And yeah, shorts, you can see they are a good length. It's not really cutting in here at all, which is great. We do have the pockets here on the side as well, and then no front seam in the short area. or shorts area, I guess. And yeah, in the back you have a little bit of an open design there. And then the easy peasy shorts, you can already see there's basically, this is open, you can pull it down, and this part doesn't really have a compression at all. So yeah, there's an elastic, but it's kind of very loose. So yeah, you might want to pull it up a little bit more, or you might want to have it a little bit lower down, I don't know. But this is basically not attached to the dress at all, which is great because the long sleeves actually really make it quite difficult to get off and put back on. So you don't want to do that more than once a day. And these sleeves themselves, this part is also still very, very tight, even though this is a medium and I usually wear a small. So just be aware, you might just want to size up for the sleeves. It is like, I am compressed. The biceps is like, they are compressed for sure. Like it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Not made for big glutes or big biceps, but it's an active dress, so you know, you should kind of account for that, right? Yeah. So yeah, like I said, the best active dress from Buffbunny Collection in my humble opinion, but there's still some improvements they could make for sure. I will definitely try to wear this, you know, out and about a little bit. I really, really love the sleeves. Like, you know, if I, kind of great for giving a presentation, right? Because then you can just like do this the entire time, unless you have to hold the microphone in your hand. Then maybe it's not like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with this. Oh, also the square neckline, of course, is a nice feature. I always like a square neckline. And yeah, more of this with slight adjustments, and I'm gonna be buying them all. All right, guys, it's conclusion time. Let me show you the pile of clothes that we have. I'm just gonna, bend over here, grab it. There we go. So definitely bright colors, more muted colors here, and kind of like it's a fun mix. I definitely liked some of the colors they had. There was also some more purples, like a, what was it called? Purple Shadow and Hush something, and like some more muted purples. Because the Venom is more of like a burgundy purplish thing, but like the others were like a little bit more true purple, like grayish purple. There was, of course, also your normal like browns and black and just neutrals, right? But yeah, Black Cherry was beautiful as well. The Red Hot Patent, definitely something. I really, really love the feel of the new Poshknit fabric. I wish that the Poshknit leggings would be a true high-rise or an ultra high-rise, because I do love a high-rise. And you know, I feel like there's definitely some improvements they can make to that legging. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of the fabric. I'm also looking forward to trying it out a little bit more and seeing if I can get some pilling. Like, I mean, I don't want the pilling to happen, but like, if it happens, I will update you guys. Because yeah, with butter, I could wear something once and it was pilling. And it wasn't every single piece, but it was definitely some of them. With Newbury, the pilling will likely occur after like, you know, some intense wear for months. I've definitely had that happen. But it's also okay if I wear these like, you know, very often. It's fine. These things happen. So I'm kind of just curious to see how it, you know, how it goes with a Poshknit. But yeah, let me know what your favorite piece was, or your favorite look, or your favorite outfit. Also, do let me know if you did shop this launch, and if yes, if you did so, what was your favorite piece that you purchased? Did you miss out on anything? Because I definitely know some things went quite fast, like the dress, like the Black Cherry patent shiny set, the Moto leggings, and the spicy sports bra. And then I think there was also cargos that they had. I'm going to see if I can find a picture and I can insert it here. Those had some stretch in it, because I've tried some cargos recently from them and they were just like not working for me. There was so much gaping at the waist. And these new ones were supposed to be so much better, but I'm also not really a cargo pant person, so I did not get those. You know, I have to make some decisions, right? Like, it's just how it is. But yeah, do let me know. Also, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful and informative. And if you did like it, give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, so you get notified about all the new videos that are coming out, and you don't want to miss one, do you? Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. If you have any feedback, any suggestions, anything, drop a comment down below. You can also follow me on Instagram. See some of the pieces in action there for sure. The red hot patent. I'm going to take that out very soon. And yeah, you can also DM me there, but I'm more likely to see your comments here on YouTube. So if there's anything you want me to see, drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Yeah, that's it for me today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you next time. Bye.